So we're right here at Town Creek Aqueduct. We're going to go all the way up here, hopefully, to Cumberland, Maryland. And they tell me I can recharge my bike in Cumberland. There's a couple places I can plug in, recharge the bike, in case I'm out of power by then, which I doubt I will be, but we'll recharge it there and come part way back and stop at one of these campsites. So come along with me and let's have a great day. I will show you here what all I'm packed down with. I'm a little worried because it's a lot of weight on here, plus with me on there. So we'll see how this works out, but I'll stop after a couple miles and we'll check everything to make sure it's holding up pretty good. But look at this. Have a sleeping bag, tent, cot, a few other things, food and water. We're packed down pretty good, so hopefully this goes good. Come on. Wow, just getting started and it's already beautiful. So I haven't even gone a mile yet, about a mile and a half. I just want to show you how crazy beautiful it is here. Just look around. Just like wow, wow, and wow. Just out here in seclusion. Very, very beautiful, very nice. Wow, only 2.5 miles in. We hit Lock 68. Wow, is this ever cool here? We're going to take a look around. So while we're here at this first stop, let's check everything out, make sure everything's holding up to all this weight. Well, seems to be holding up. Everything's pretty sturdy. No flat tires, knock on wood. Getting pretty muddy though, but just glad to see it's holding up. We made it to the next lock, lock 69. Cool looking. So far lots of fun, but Very muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Ooh, gonna need a bath after this day. But hey, that's what you get. Woo. So we made it to Cumberland. We are now looking for an electrical outlet to plug my bike into to recharge it. I was told these light poles all had electric on and you could use them, but I've tried about 6 of them and none of them have electric to them, so we'll find somewhere anyway. Come along. let me bring you up to speed. I'm now at about 34 miles. Very tired. Anyway, when we were at Cumberland, none of the outlets on the poles had electric in them. So the lady had told me about a playground that was a mile or two from Cumberland, and that they have a receptacle there that's always open. So I ride to that playground, and no receptacles. Any that were there were like bolted shut. So never did get any electric. So I'm down to like 1 bar on the bike. I've been saving that for when I'm dead tired. Anyway, the plan is I got about probably 2 mile, maybe 3 mile to a campsite here. We're gonna get to that campsite and set up because we're dead tired. Anyway, I'll show you when we're at the campsite, but I guess that's a chance you take on an electric bike. But hey, the good thing is I can still pedal it, I can still go, so don't always need the electric. Anyway, look at this big tree. That's a big boy. Pretty big. Anyway, wish me luck. Keep me in your prayers. I need it. So we made it to where I am planning on camping for the night. I think it's Irons Mountain, and I think from reading about this one, this is the one they said don't stay at because there's an active rail yard nearby, I think, and it's pretty noisy. But you know what? Tired as I am, noise ain't gonna bother me tonight. But we'll take a walk around here, find a flat spot to put up the tent, and let's get down here and take a look at the river while we're here. Yep, that's probably the noise they're talking about, but like I said, I'll sleep, no problem. Of course, I'll let you know in the middle of the night if that changes. Pretty cool spot. I'll show you once I get set up. See you in a little bit. So this is my setup for the night. I'll show you the tent, how that's set up. And I'm going to boil some water here and get ready to have something to eat. And I'll show you that once I do it. Here we have the tent. And in case you're wondering about the bike, I have the bike locked up to the cot. Yes, I have a cot underneath this tent, and the tent sits on top of the cot. I'll show you the setup, but the bike is locked to that cot, so they got to move me first, or rip the whole front wheel off the bike, which is possible, but I should hear them before that happens. Anyway, I don't think anybody will be out here, but here's the tent. Oh, and see it's sitting. You see it's sitting on a cot. The cot just snaps together pretty easy. And then here is the sleeping arrangement. Nice little pillow, sleeping bag, just enough room for me. We tried it out at Ricketts Glen, worked pretty good. So that's how I'll be sleeping tonight. Pretty cool setup if you ask me. Anyway, let's get to cooking supper and I'll show you that once I get ready to eat. We'll get that to boiling and then I'll be back. Okay, so we just got that water boiling. So I'll show you what we're going to have here. Now, I'm going to put coffee in there if I have enough boiled water. But I don't know if any of you, this is a shout out to Random Adventures 2.0. If you ever watched that, if you haven't watched, go watch it. It's pretty, he does some pretty fun stuff. Does a lot of stealth camping, which is cool. But anyway, one of his meals that he likes to eat is ramen mixed with tuna. Sometimes he puts peanut butter in it. I did not put any peanut butter in this bag, but he takes one of these bags, puts the boiling water in there with the ramen and the tuna, lets it cook in there for a while, and then eats it right out of the bag, and then you have a garbage bag and everything. Good idea, Tony. Anyway, we're going to try it. I'll let you know if I like it. So, Random Adventures 2.0. Here we go. Ooh. Hope I didn't over. That looks about right. Seal it up, mix it up, and let it cook. Well, let's see what happens. Meanwhile, the rest of that I'm going to make into a coffee. And that smells good. That's some good organic coffee. Mandarin and honeysuckle. Don't ask me where you get it, because I got it at an Amish store down the road, to tell you the truth. So it says Whole Foods on it, so probably a Whole Foods. Anyway, it's really good, and I think it's all natural too. Let that cook a while. One thing on the bad news side is I ran out of gas just when it started boiling, so I won't be boiling water for coffee in the morning. So looks like cold water in the morning. Anyway, I'll bring you back on here once this is done. Okay, the big reveal time. Tony of Random Adventures 2.0, here we go. Let's see if it has the Day Hike Dave seal of approval. There you go, Tony. Pretty good. Now mine was just the light tuna, wild caught tuna in water. He sometimes uses jalapeno or some of the other spicy ones. I think that would be even better. But of course, when I went to the cupboard, all of those were gone. The only thing left was this kind. But this is still really good. So thanks, Tony. And it's going to be an easy cleanup. So it's got the 2.0 thumbs up and the Day Hike Dave. Thank you, Tony. Thumbs up. Alright. I'll talk to y'all later when I hit the hay. See ya. I'm tired. So it's only about 7:30, but it's getting fairly dark. A little bit of light left, but I'm really tired. I'm going to start heading into the tent a while and snuggle up for the night. So come on in. There's room for like no more. Not even room for me, but and there you have it. Just enough room for me to lay down. Just enough room, but when you want to carry something on a bike or backpack, you need something pretty small, and this pretty small. I'll show you the look out my window. My view for the night. And if you can hear that train, I think they hook and unhook right here. But like I said, as tired as I am, I don't think it's going to bother me. Alright, good night. I'll talk to you in the morning. Did you guys ever see the Lucy episode where the train was right beside where they were staying and their beds were shaking and rolled across the floor? And, well, that's kind of what this is like. Like I said, I still don't think I'll have any trouble going to sleep. I'm very tired, but boy, now I know what Lucy was going through. So, we made it through the night. Wasn't too bad other than a train every hour. And it was pretty loud, but we did get some sleep. It's We're going to get packed up and get ready to go here. Thank God for another day. Thank you, Lord. I'd like to pray for all those out there watching. Bless them in some special way this day. And also comfort my wife, because I've had no reception while I've been on this trip the whole time, so she don't know if I'm doing okay or not. I'm sure she's a little worried, but asking God to comfort her and the rest of the family. And I'll be home today. It's just a short overnighter, so she won't have to worry too long. Anyway, probably won't show you too much today, but maybe a little bit here and there. Anyway, it's been a fun trip. So we have made it back to where we started, and I must say I'm ready to be done. It was a pretty good ride, very enjoyable, lots of sights to see. Anyway, I'm really tired, looking forward to going home, getting a good meal, getting a good rest. Anyway, thanks for coming along. God bless all of you as always. I'm praying for all of you as always, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.